It's your boy Dion Cole. Now, if you want to see me live, go to DionCole.com and get your tickets. All right. I'll be coming to a city near you very soon. What's up? It's your boy Dion Cole, and welcome back to another episode of Funny Knowing You. Today, I got one of my guys, one of the funniest people on the planet here. Y'all know I don't go through all the accolades and all of that, because I just want to get to the people, you know what I mean? But everybody here, you know, it's love, it's love, it's love. And this person right here is an icon and one of the greatest to ever do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the great Donnell Rawlings, everybody. Yes. What's up, Donnell?
I'm happy that you just say this guy needs no introduction. Because usually when you say that, I did a show about 3 months ago and I didn't have the attendance that I wanted, right? It was like half filled, and first thing to say, this guy needs no introduction. I went out and I was like, looks like he needs more than an introduction.
He need more than that shit.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. But I plead the fifth. I don't know what's gonna go on here, but I plead the fifth before we even start.
Why? Don't plead the fifth. No, this is real deal holy fifth.
You don't have a trustworthy face. You know, I'm just saying. You tricked people to believe that for years, but you don't have a trustworthy face.
No, you just do what you want to do.
I'll do what I want to do, but you
what
know
you want? You want some drink? You want like some tequila or something?
No,
I'm just out in water. You want water? You want the water?
I have water right here. Never trust a man that look at you like this. It's about to be something dangerous. But I'm happy to be here.
No, it's all great, man. You out in LA often?
I'm in LA. I probably spent three places I spent my time. That's the road, Ohio, and Los Angeles, California.
Ohio?
Yeah.
First of all, I mean, before we get into these questions, I've been knowing you for a gazillion years. I remember, and I tell people this all the time, like comedians, they look out for each other, especially back in the day, when no social media and all that stuff, when we was getting down. But comics will look out for comics. Like I come to your city, you come to my city, whatever. And I remember you moved to New York, you looked out for me when I came to New York. Let me stay at your place and all that, dog. And you
I remember
always
when
did
you
that.
made it real big, you didn't look out for me, Dion.
I did look out for you. I
Dion.
did. When you came to Chicago, actually, I think you was established already when you came to Chicago.
All right, Dion. All right. Dion. I remember when you didn't have diction, son. I remember when you didn't enunciate your words, son. I remember when I beg your pardon wasn't even a part of your sentence. I remember when you didn't say stuff like, and you say that to say.
No, I'm saying no. I'm just saying. I was saying that you lived out in New York, D.C., and moved to New York.
Yeah.
But what made you move to Ohio? What made you be like,
I tell you, it was
I'm home.
not really home, but
No diss to Ohio.
no, not at all. I mean, first off, I don't like all of Ohio.
No.
I like this small community called Yellow Springs, same place where Dave lives. But what made me kind of even connect with it during the pandemic, when everybody was just like, I don't want to be in LA no more. You had examples of like Joe Rogan going to Austin, people was going to Nashville, they was going to other places, and they realized that you could create a quality of living without actually being in the hustle and bustle of Los Angeles, California. So I went out there, and as crazy as it may sound, I started getting in touch. I noticed this is going to destroy my gangster, but I started appreciating nature, dude. Don't laugh at me, son. This is going to be trauma for me.
Appreciate
This is
nature.
not a time to laugh at me, all right? I started appreciating finer things in life. I know this is definitely not going to be gangster, but I don't even know how to say this, and I don't know if I'm going to lose some fans. I bird watch, you know. So.
You know what?
What's funny about that?
I'm not gonna laugh at
I
you.
bird
My
watch.
son do that. My
Bird
son
watch?
bird watch.
Yeah, but he got a rich father. So of course he gonna bird watch. 25 years ago, only birds he been watching is great pictures in Chicago. I didn't even know birds came in different colors until I moved to Ohio. I know this is gonna be really a test of my gangster. Listen, watch this.
You be doing that, dog.
I don't know what's funny about that, son. This is the reason why black people have so much issues with mental health. I'm trying to tell you part of my life, and you laughing at me.
No, I'm.
All right, that's all good.
I'm just trying to figure
but
out what's
when I crash out and leave, you be like, told y'all he was gonna leave.
No, I don't want you to crash out. Listen. No, what is the joy? So when you bird watching and you look, so you just looking in the sky, in the trees.
I don't look in the sky.
In the sky, in the trees, and then you see a bird you ain't seen before, and then you go, oh, and then
no, I do stuff to lure them to my house.
Oh, you lure the birds
yes,
to your house?
Shit! I got a bird feeder. The streets is over, son. I got a bird feeder. Since I'm telling y'all, I kayak, nigga. Yo, I said I'm going from the streets to the creeks, to the hoods to the woods, from whores to oars, from Adidas to Tilas. I changed my life, son. I canoe, nigga. I canoe. I have a good time shopping. I shop in places like Hobby Lobby now, son. Every sign in my house encourages me to read, Dion. You know the signs: live, love, laugh. This is our home. Be safe. I do all that. It's a new day.
Dude, do you lock your door?
I don't.
Stop it.
Yo, I don't.
Get out of here.
Yo,
you don't lock your door?
Let me tell you something. This neighborhood I live in is so safe. I could leave my car running in my driveway, right? I could leave town, and the worst thing would happen is one of my neighbors would come get my car, take it to the gas station, fill it up, and put it right back
there. Damn.
I feel that's another reason why I really enjoy it, because, you know, my son, me and my son's mother, we're not together, so we co-parent. I get a lot of quality time with him over the summer, but being able to see your son and say, Daddy, can I go ride my bike and go up the street with no fear of that, it's a good thing. And then, you know, you've been in the game a long time. Our life is so chaotic that I like to change. I like to look at my GPS and it says destination 10 miles. It takes 10 minutes to get there. Not like LA, you see 10 miles, it's like 55 minutes to get there. So, and then, like I say, like my life is crazy enough that I do like the idea of coming home to some peace and some bird watching.
So let me ask you this. No, so
ain't nothing funny about bird watching, son. I'm gonna see you some Mike Tyson pictures.
No, you tripping me out, dog. Yeah, that's like Mike Tyson did that. So listen, is there like clubs or stuff like that, bars that you hang out at?
Yeah, it's a bar there, and like Dave likes to say in all his specials, with a lot of people with dirty feet. You know what I'm saying? It's like I really like the slow pace of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's one of those towns where things close at 9 o'clock. Not too many places to get good food at late hours, but you know, me being in entertainment for over 30 some years, I've done all the crazy stuff for. So it's a good place for me.
You live near Dave?
Huh? Yeah, everybody live near Dave. The zip code is like, not everybody, but just one community, Yellow Springs, is one zip code. And I think in this area, the radius of this town is probably like 3 or 4 miles.
What?
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't been out there for none of this.
No, I'm gonna tell you, Dave asked me to come down there and rock, right? And I told him, I was like, dude, just let me know what date. And I came down there and I did a show in Cincinnati and Cleveland. And I told him I'll come in between those dates, and I never heard from him. I never
did you call back? Because you know you spend a lot of time with your endorsements, and you got a very
shut up. You
got a very heavy schedule. You know what I'm saying?
No,
did you say I'm sorry, Dave?
No, you know what they did? He sent Sarah a picture and was like, almost like, yeah, he down here. He can call me, and I was like, I reached out like, yo, what's happening? What we doing?
Come back. But I will say, it's so funny because Dave is my neighbor, and like he owns half the. He the only motherfucker I know
that own all of it.
He played Monopoly.
Play Monopoly with the places down there.
Houses like get out of jail for free calls and stuff like that. But then it's interesting because you know, a lot of people ask the question, and that's the question I asked Dave. I said, how did you get from D.C. to Yellow Springs, Ohio? And it's almost kind of similar to like the path with my son. His parents separated when he was young. And his father took a job at Antioch College. He was a professor at Antioch College. And for the summer, that's what Dave would do. He would go, his mom would send him to his dad for the summer. And when I just thought about that, and I said, Dave, what do you remember that? He said, man, it was like the best experience ever, just the peace and that whole thing. So I think that, knowing that story, I was like, and that when I bought the place, I was like, if nothing else, that's a place where I can create some good memories with my son, and he loves
That's
it.
great. Are y'all the only black people in your neighborhood?
Almost.
Almost.
It's so funny because Dave, when Black Lives Matter was real heavy, right? They had a Black Lives Matter march, right? And it was 10 black people, and 8 of them last name was Chappelle. He had a lock on Black Lives Matter, son. He had a lock. I was like, no justice, no peace. That's your son. No justice, no peace. That's your daughter, nigga. We need to import some niggas over there, son.
That's crazy, dude. All right, let me ask you this. Let me get back to the beginning of this. So, your parents, where they from, man? Where they meet at?
They both from DC.
DC.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yep.
How they meet? You don't know?
I think my father trafficked my mother, so. Oh, I'm just being honest. The definition, transport somebody across state lines with the intent to have sexual intercourse with them, right? I'm just saying, look at the book. This is in the Diddy Bible. And my father moved my mother to Virginia, and that made him a felon. I didn't know back then it wasn't, but now, according to these weird ass laws, there's something wrong with that, right? But it's interesting because,
Oh, man.
talking about opposites, my mother was a social worker. My father was a drug dealer, right? And my mother was selling hope, and my father was selling dope.
The ope is what brought them together.
They say opposites attract. Sometimes I wonder what that relationship was, but I think that was like my father met my mother. She was very, very young, and then my mother had somewhat of a strained relationship with her mother, And I think my father, he was older than her. I think that my father was somebody that, damn, now I feel like my father guilty of some shit. Damn, R.I.P. Dad, something you was doing. What the fuck I'm saying? You made this young woman feel good about herself. Oh, no. This is therapy time, son. I ain't know I was here for that, son. I'm unpacking some shit right now, son. My father ain't shit. You didn't tell me this what it was. But and my father, I have no regrets about the relationship I had with my father. I think part of this is the reason why I'm so into my son's life, because my father spent a lot of time in prison. And I look at my son now at the age of 10, and there's certain phases in his life, I'm like, I didn't get to go to the gas station or do something simple as pump gas with my father. My father missed so many of my birthdays when we were coming up. Yeah. And I think that's kind of like conditioned me to want to be a better father. Right, and one of the things, I preach to my son is like, life is about creating memories that's going to last a lifetime. And that's what I do with him. My father, again, I don't have no beef with him, but my father chose a lifestyle that didn't give him the opportunity to probably spend as much time as he should have or could have with his kids. He was out the street. No regrets about that, but that was his life. And my mother was just another one of them that was on the checklist, unfortunately.
What was he selling?
Heroin.
Heroin. He was.
Yeah, but see, that's another thing. People don't understand this about the street. I know it's crazy to me sound, we don't look bad. It shouldn't be this way. We don't look down on dope dealers. All depends on what level. And one thing I did respect about my father, it was some kids I grew up with, their parents was in the streets, whatever, but he was a heroin kingpin. So that made me feel like, yeah, he made it to a certain level. He wasn't selling dime bags on the corner or anything like that. So, that was
he was doing big things. You had brothers and sisters?
Yeah, black people, the only people describe family relationship like this. Well, on my mother's side, I got 2 other brothers. On my father's side, I ran out of hands to count. I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. But I got a lot of brothers. I got a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters. Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot, like on your father's side and your mother's side.
My mother was just with the children my mother had. I got 2 younger brothers. My father, I think it was a total, if I'm not mistaken, totally like 10 kids. and he was having, I mean, I got tired of people saying, this your sister right here. I was like, man, it's a cutoff. It's a cutoff, man. We got to stop this. You remember? Nah, man. I ain't taking no more sisters. You on your own. Yeah,
you meet a chick at the club, you got to ask her father first,
but
right?
what I will say I respected about my father, that he did make sure, he was like the modern day Nick Cannon back in the day. But what he did was, we always came together for trips.
Yeah, he brought them all together.
Yeah, because, you know, I was just trying to be out the streets. I'd fuck around and be like, why we look alike, you know? But he did a good job of like trying to maintain that, if that was any type of stability in a relationship, yeah.
As a kid, what was like the worst thing you ever did?
For me?
Yeah. You ever did something terrible as a kid?
I was always borderline of getting in trouble or staying out of trouble. I always knew that it was time to go in the house. But I always liked to hang out with the dudes that was doing all the grimy shit. But then, you know, I knew that when the street lights came on, it was time to go home.
So you was out there rah-rah and
until like
good until the lights came.
Then I'd be like this, man, y'all niggas ain't doing shit. Boy, I'm about to go home, nigga. I was like, I ain't getting my ass whooped. And it was the thing about it, the most embarrassing. I could take an ass whooping when I was young, but the hardest shit for me, Dion, was the outfits my mother used to wear to come whoop my ass, nigga. I'm like, God damn, you can't change your clothes. It was embarrassing.
I'm looking at the visual, like every day when the street lights come on, no matter what you do, you like, y'all niggas ain't no shit.
But another reason why
I'm about to go home.
But another reason why I kind of stayed out of trouble, because my mother worked at Alexandria Jail, right?
Alexandria Jail. This is jail?
In Alexandria, yeah. Small jail. Shit. And she was a receptionist there, right? And she's always telling me, boy, if you ever get in trouble, you better tell them to take you somewhere else, because I'm going to whoop your ass in front of everybody. And that's going to be your life of crime. So I didn't really get in a lot of trouble when I was younger.
How was you disciplined, though, when you did?
How I got disciplined?
Yeah.
I got my ass whooped.
With what?
Old school, niggas.
Belt, switches. And like, the worst thing is picking your own switch. And if you didn't do it right, man, this is the most embarrassing thing. You be trying to say, which one hurt your ass the worst, right? The thick one or the thin one? The thin one remind you of Kunta Kinte, right? You like, what's your name? The thick one, and the worst, if you don't do it right, you be like, see, you playing games with me. You don't ever want to see your mother grab a switch. You know how the leaves start right here? And this is when they're professional ass whoopers say, when they take that joint and do like this, and all the leaves come off. All the leaves come off.
And then a part of it too, my mother, my youngest brother was 10 years apart. My other brother, Dwayne, my mother used to be like, you know, if one of us got an ass whooping, the other one got an ass whooping for not keeping the other one out of
Yeah.
But you know, as I got older, I've never beat my son. He's 10 years old, right? And like people like, oh, you ain't no black parent. As I got older, I realized that my mother probably was going through some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like
all our mothers
were. A kid ain't supposed to get beat, you know. But it used to be an option. My mother would if my mother was the lecturer, right? She would always want to talk, and it was sometimes, man, she was like, you got an option. Do you want to get a beating or do you want to hear my talk? I'm like, please beat me. Fuck I don't want to I ain't got all that, man. I be up there falling asleep, son. She be like, then what I tell you? I'm tired of talking. Y'all think I'm talking for my health? No. See, y'all think I'm crying. I'm like, man, please. I'm ready to go get my own switch, beat myself, man.
I used to have to get my own switch, but I used to try to use psychology.
Right.
I'd grab a switch and be like this. She'd be like, pick a switch. I'd be like this. Okay, hold this.
Right.
Then I'd grab another one and be like, Okay, hold
until you got it right.
She got like 6 of them. I'm just wasting time.
But if you think about it, Dion, I don't remember the whoopings as much as I remember the lessons and the things that she was telling me. I don't remember the ass whooping. Once you forget about that, but then you think about don't do this and all these other things. I think that's kind of stick with you more.
I mean, but those ass whoopings made us who we are. You know what I mean? Like if you really think about it, back in the day, I mean, us growing up wasn't a lot of serial killers and the stuff like that.
I mean, that's black people way of thinking. You say that it made us what we are.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos never got an ass woman in his life. So.
No, I get that. I understand that part, but still, there's in the midst of poverty and in the midst of not having an upper hand in society, not being dished at, how we had to be raised with loyalty.
I don't know what the
stuff
fuck
like
you
that.
talking about.
No.
I still got beef with my mother, nigga. Fuck that. She be trying to be grandma now. I'm like, nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Oh, baby, come here. Let me see the boy. Nah. I be telling my son, this lady right here used to tear my ass up. Don't let that grandma fool you.
No, man, I'm just saying. Anyway, no, I think that we are. This kids nowadays, it's a medicine for everything. Anything that they going through, it's a medicine for. They be like, oh, I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling down, I'm feeling too happy, I can't focus. It's like, yo, and they all got problems and issues. And
I mean,
that shit wasn't going on with us.
It's interesting you say that because I was having somewhat of that issue with my son. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I think almost any little black kid gonna have some form of ADD or ADHD.
Yeah, like we did.
And then,
It just wasn't no name for
it
it.
wasn't no name for it. But you know, I was having an issue because my son was kind of like, you know, slacking, you know, in the math, and like everybody wanted to put him on blah 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 blah. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. You know, all it is we got to figure out a way to, because my son is super smart.
Yeah.
And sometimes, especially when you're in a setting with a whole bunch of kids, everybody's not going to learn the same way. So I told him, I've been told his mom, we got to dig deeper into how he learns and how he connects. And I'm like, I'm not for that. I don't.
Yeah.
And I don't want to alter my son's. I don't want to alter my son's personality.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't even a good kid. I wasn't that good in math. But then I've made a successful life, and I've made a successful situation for myself. So I think it's finding the right thing that works best for your kid. You know?
Right. I feel as though that instead of putting them on medicine and making them focus with all this medicine and stuff that they got out here nowadays, I'll tell you something that's just as good as that medicine that'll keep them focused. It's called taking away their phone. You take away that phone, I bet they get really focused in order to get their phone too. Better than any medicine. It's called take away that phone.
It's so funny because my son, he's kind of like, I say somewhat spoiled. He had an incident with his mom, and he did the white boy shit. She said he closed the door, and then when you know you really pissed, he closed the door and put the chair. You like put the chair by the doorknob?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but it'll work out. Everything is work. I guess, especially for me, having my son later in life, I think I got more patience, you know, as an older guy opposed to being 20 years old, having a kid talking about, I can't fuck with you this weekend because Dion coming in town. I would have told my son, get the fuck out of here. The fun we used to have, like, he be all right, nigga, fuck them diapers, nigga. He be out, eat again. He just ate.
Hey, look.
I don't have that to deal with. I don't have that to deal with anymore.
You stupid. Anything traumatizing happened to you as a younger kid? Mom, you never went through nothing? That's cool.
I didn't go through, I mean, okay, this was a traumatizing situation for me, is my dad was a really big time dope dealer in DC, right? And you know go-go music, right?
Yeah.
So it was this Coliseum called the Washington Coliseum, right? And the Washington Coliseum is a place where a lot of the go-go bands used to perform. And my father was one of the first promoters to bring, like, you had 3 go-go groups, Rare Essence, Trouble Funk, and EU. But for some reason...
Oh, I know EU.
Yeah, everybody know EU.
Everybody know, yeah.
But for some reason, it wasn't a promoter either. They didn't have enough money to put everybody in the bill. But he was the first one to put, like, the 3 top go-go bands. And at the time, I used to work concessions there, right? So I had an opportunity to go out there and, you know, sell some hot dogs and some sodas, and then go see the go-go bands. But I remember, I think I was like 15 years old, and this was traumatizing because my dad was a guy and everything. And I remember my mom worked at concessions also. And I remember one night, me and my friend Andrew Fales, we was just kicking it. It was, how y'all getting to go-go? Don't worry about that. And I remember I was about to watch the bands, and my father and my mother came and she said, they looking for your father, right? He's on the run, and you know, as 16-year-old kid, 15 or 16, you know, saying to yourself, I don't know if I'm ever going to see my father again, you know. And I was like, damn, man, I probably never see him again.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like this when this happened. Christmas was coming up, and Christmas was like really fucked up that year because my mother didn't have a lot of money, and if we had any toys or anything, it was gonna come from my father. And it was Christmas Eve, right? And I mean, me and my brother, we was sad as shit. Like, man, ain't gonna be no motherfucking Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And then we heard a knock at the door, right? And we were like, boom, boom, boom. We were like, who is it? And my father, I remember he's always, when at the door, he'd be like, it's your father. And you, when I tell you how we lit up, and he came, he came and saw us before he went on the road, went to Jamaica, was living in Jamaica, getting money, doing shows in Jamaica. And he was paying the Jamaican government. He had a beef with somebody, and they reported him, and he got extradited back to the United States and did like 12 years after that.
Wow, that's crazy.
That was traumatizing.
Oh man, I'm quite sure that was.
Yeah, but it's interesting you asked that question because as much as we didn't have, what we did have was love.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? And my mother we always looked at it like this. All right, we're not doing that good, but it's always somebody that's doing worse. And we just had just loving. And then I used to just go to my friends' house and shit. When we didn't have Atari, I'd go over there.
Yeah.
When we didn't have a lot of food, it was just one of my friends. Man, I used to love his motherfucking house because them niggas, I thought these niggas was rich. They used to come outside with chicken sandwiches, nigga. Like outside, nigga, like.
Not bologna, chicken sandwich.
We didn't even eat dinner, but we get to eat a chicken sandwich before. And they always had sweet tea. I was like, man, I don't know what. They must be selling drugs or something up here. They got the good life.
They got the good life.
Meatball sandwiches, cheeseburgers with the onions and shit, man, grease dripping down the elbow. I'm like, man. And my mother be able to eat some fucking punk ass liver and all that type of shit. I wanted to run away from home just for food, son. But I was a kid just like, always just figure out a way just to have fun and just be out there. You know, so I don't have no shit like, I remember that one time, I don't really have those stories.
Yeah, that's what's up. How was elementary school for you?
It was good. But I realized that I was in a slow class.
I was just about to ask you were you excellent, but I know now.
Do you know what this is, right?
What?
I don't know if it's gaslight. It's one of the words. You doing something to my mental right now, nigga. I'm gonna figure out the word. Stonewall, I got gaslighted. You ain't love bombing me, nigga. I don't know what it is, but you got a narcissistic personality right there. You doing something that's not supposed to be good, son. Whatever you doing now is gonna fuck with me forever. In 20 years from now,
slow class.
In 20 years from now, when we do this show again, and you say anything traumatized ever happened in your life, yeah, nigga, coming to your fucking house. That's what it was.
I know, nigga. I'm just wondering, though, dog. Like,
What's the question again?
I said, how was elementary school?
I thought I was in the cool class. That's how they get you. I'm like, man, this class right here.
It's just a few of us.
Niggas having fun. Then I realized niggas was eating crayons. Niggas was reading, putting their fingers on the words and shit. But I thought it was the dope class, son. I'm like, it's popping in this class, son.
Niggas putting their fingers on the words.
Yeah, I'm like, I was.
Oh God! All the way through elementary school, you was in the slow class.
Yeah, not the slow class, but like my younger brother, Dwayne, right? It's so interesting. My brother, he was academically gifted. You know what I'm saying? He was smart. My middle brother, he went to Brown University. Came out and went to Georgetown Law. And then, you know, in the black family, you can't have two smart kids. You know what I'm saying? So I was the dumb one by default. Man, they used to make me feel so bad. They'd be like, oh, that's the smart one right there. He the dumb one. They just made me good with my hands. You know, like, he good with his hands. That mean a nigga gonna be eating crayons and shit, right?
Hands.
That's the dumb one. And that's the smart one. And he's gonna be good as
He good with his mind and he good with his hands.
Even when it was time to the counselors, you know, you go to counselor, you like when they would talk to my brother, they would look at the boys, they'd be like, oh, look at Yale, Brown, Georgetown. And they used to look at me and they used to just point to the military posters. It was like, yeah, man, you better get ready to
That's your future.
Be all you can be. We need a few good men over here. And that's the direction I took too.
Did you have a bully in elementary school?
I didn't. I had one.
Or maybe in high school?
I had one. It wasn't really a bully, but I had this one motherfucker that beat the shit out of me and made me just want to be his friend. And it was messed up because it was just, I remember this, damn, this traumatic like a motherfucker. This nigga name was Quasi. He was an African. And I ain't talking about the Michael Blackson type African, right? No, it was Michael Blackson when he first came here.
Oh, still yeah.
Still got flies following him. No, I'm saying the rice. He was one of them niggas, son.
He with your fingers.
And I remember this. I just moved from DC to Alexandria, right? And one of my good friends, well, we became friends really quick. This guy named Tony Canteen, right? And Tony Canteen was like feared. He could fight and everything.
This is elementary school or
Yeah,
high
it's
school?
elementary.
Okay.
I was around like 12 or 13. So me and Tony was cool. And the African dude, his name was Quasi, right? And I was making fun of him one day, right? And I was talking shit to him, right? And I swung on him, right? And I hit him, right? And he ran. I was like, yeah, you better keep your bitch ass out of here. Motherfucker, you know how I get down. I'm hitting him, blick, 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 blick. But I didn't realize that Quasi knew that Tony Canteen could fight. Tony Canteen was right here, so he wasn't running for me. He was running because of Tony. So the next day, Tony wasn't dead. Man, that African nigga beat the shit out of me at that bus stop, nigga. Nigga, I had a trumpet, nigga. I had a trumpet. The nigga, yo, I got CTE or whatever that motherfucking shit is, son. That nigga beat me with my own trumpet, son. Yo, and stomped my head on the ground like American X, nigga. Yo, you know how on TV the Flintstones, you be hearing birds, nigga? I was seeing stars and shit. I was supposed to sit this way on the school bus. I'm sitting backwards. And then that's when I said, we need to be friends. I ain't gonna be taking these ass whoopers from Tony. But I never really had bullies. Like, I wasn't a fighter, but I was, as we call it in DC, joning. I joned a motherfucker. Yeah. So nobody ever, when it was time to fight, nobody would ever come get me. But when it was time to roast somebody, they'd be like, go get that nigga. And that's how it was. That's how I used to get my respect.
What about like high school? How were you in high school?
I was just a funny nigga.
So you became, when you got to high school, you was just a funny motherfucker like that. You ain't have no, you was like with the cool kids?
I was with the cool, but people always, it's the story of my life, they always had me around for morale and just to make people laugh. Like I wasn't an athlete, but I used to be the funniest manager. You know, I ain't gonna front, I was a water boy. And the only reason I wanted to be a part of this shit because like you on basketball, I was like, man, I'm gonna be the manager, right? That way, because you know, when you basketball team, they give you leather sneakers, right? And my mother used to give me these goddamn orthopedic shoes and shit, PF flyers and shit. I was like, man, you don't get the fuck out of here.
I remember this shit.
And I was always around motherfuckers just to make them laugh. So as much as, I never got no trouble because the real gangster niggas protected me because I was morale, you know.
Yeah.
You can't kill a court jester.
Yeah. No. That's a lot of people use comedy to get out of a lot of shit too.
Yeah, that's what me. And I use it to get pussy too. Yeah, you could look at me, nigga. Nigga, there wasn't no way.
Get out of fights and get pussy.
Yep. It wasn't no way I was getting nothing off of this. I was not that dude that walk in there and would be like, God damn, he could get it. They be like, God damn, he could get the fuck out my face. Big head motherfucker. Thrift store clothes wearing ass nigga, man. I had a rough life, son. It was rough, but I made it work. I made it work for me, son. I was never like, damn. They like, you don't get your little bony ass on my face.
Who's your first love?
My first love was a hoe.
Was
Not a
what?
man, not a hoe. Not a hoe like that, but I thought I was in love, son. She wasn't a hoe. She just fucked everybody I knew. I don't want to tell this story, right?
You gotta tell the story.
Yo, nigga, my father got me one thing my father, he get all his kids when he turned 16, he got him a car, right? And I got a Dodge Omni, but back then wasn't nobody driving, so I thought I was shit.
Right.
And I met this girl, her name was Shakola, right? And Shakola, I remember, we was in my Dodge Omni, we was in the go-go, right? And see, I was inexperienced, I was a virgin, right? But I could kiss, I think Usher wrote that song, Good Kisser, because of me. I was tricking the shit out of
16,
bitches.
you was a virgin.
They be like, damn, that nigga kiss, I know he could fuck. But that's what they used to say, son. They used to say, I know he could fuck. But they was young too.
Off the kiss.
Yeah, off the kiss, son. Nigga, I was nigga, I was arrested, nigga, blah, blah, all that, right? And, but I used to act like I had all this experience, and I used to know that if we get to a certain point, they would back up, right? And I used to be like this, yeah. And I used to be like this. Right, I say, if you think we moving too fast, we ain't gotta do nothing. I know you like nervous about this. And most of the girls be like, yeah, you right. Chicago was like, nigga, let's go. I was like, oh, what you do now, son? What do you do? You done talk yourself into it, right? And my first experience, I didn't know what I was doing. I got on top of it, right? We in the back of the car, whatever. Man, I'm like, I knew the noises you're supposed to make. I heard my uncle in the other room, nigga. I know you supposed to be like, That's fucking nigga. I know you supposed to be like, yeah. So I was, right? I was like, right? And I was like this, yeah, I had the tempo. I said, and then she said, "Do you want me to put it in, nigga?" I'm like, oh, I'm wasting these eyes, yo, nigga. I was like, it's supposed to be wet or something, don't it? It's supposed to be. I said, I don't know what these niggas is tripping off of this shit for. This ain't shit, nigga. I was like, yo, son. I was like this. She looked at me. She said, "You want me to put it in?" I was like, "Man, stop playing with me, miss. Stop playing." Yeah, yeah.
I wasted this.
No, it's yeah. You just gotta. I heard my uncle in the other room. Everybody was That's what you're supposed to do. I'm fucking. That was.
This is your first love.
Yo, and I was sprung. Son.
You was strung out.
I was writing poems and shit. Making handmade cards. I love you. All that shit.
Oh shit, dog. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you?
But here go crazy shit, right? Crazy shit about that. Goddamn. Some years ago, fuck it, I already said this story. Years ago, her name was Shakola, right? Mm-hmm. And then some years ago, I get a message in my Facebook, right? And this kid said, "I know you don't know me, but I'm Shakola's son." All I could hear in the background was, "Nigga, ain't no way you ain't mine." My eyes wasn't doing nothing. I want to be like, "Do you remember this nigga?" I'm like, "I don't know what you talking about, son. Get out my DMs, nigga."
Nigga, you stupid as hell, dog. Oh shit. Did you go to college?
Didn't go to college. I did. I was in the military. That was my version of college.
Oh yeah, you went
Not
to
my
the
version,
military.
but it wasn't like I wasn't academic. Niggas ain't even try to get me to go to college. It wasn't until later on when I started doing college at Sunnydale High. I'm like, if these niggas can get to college.
Right.
But that wasn't the focus for me.
What did you? What?
I went to the military.
Well, I know what branch. What?
At the Air Force.
Oh, you was in, God damn, you did the Air Force?
Yep. It just so my niggas don't know. They be like, did you fly a plane? Nigga, you got to be a college guy to get to the point where you're a pilot or whatever. But it was for me. And
What else do you do in the Air Force?
they got all type of jobs. I was a military police. They got all type of jobs. They got like admin. They got almost anything that you could probably go to college for. You could get trained in the military for it. But for me, it was like I didn't really have a trade. I wasn't going to college. And then, you know, I'm older guy, black guy, you know, it's true. Like in the hood, it's like, well, go join the military.
Yeah.
Because we don't think about you going to the military to basically give your life if you have to. We didn't look at it like that. And they didn't promote the military to black people like that. White people, they promote like this, you're gonna be here for your country. Black people like this, yeah, you know you can play basketball when you go in there. You in the band, they made it seem like
you sign up, make you some dollars, come back.
But the truth is, for a lot of, it was good opportunity for a lot of people. It was a good opportunity, especially if you didn't have any, you know, didn't have any skills, you weren't going to college. For some people, that was a good thing to be able to make that transition. First time I ever been on a plane, you know, first time I ever had a credit card, first time I ever met different people. For that part of it, I was excited about it, I did it, but I never thought like what I would have to, if it came down to it, to die for my country. And like it was so crazy because I tell people all the time, I wouldn't have been able to protect you. If we would go to war, I wouldn't be able to protect you because we would have exercises, right? My first base I was stationed was Kunsan, Korea, and it was South Korea. And America is in Korea because we got nuclear weapons in here. So if any war go down, that's a place we can pop it off. So, but they would call it an exercise where you would simulate war if the base came under attack. And the way they would do that is exercise. You never was playing for them. You could be just walking to your barracks and you hear, that means now you got to get ready, suit your shit up, get your gun, blah, 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 hit your shit. And that was simulating war. Every time I died in every fake war we had. Nigga, they didn't even finish playing the siren, nigga. Siren lasts 3 minutes, nigga. I would have been good for nobody, son. But the reason why I died, because when the siren go off, if they shoot you, right? They had these what they call Miles gear. You have a helmet, it's like a laser turn. If they shoot you, if you die, now every job that is a part of being in war, like the paramedics that have to come get you off the field, they got to test people to see what they would do. So when you fake dead, you know you ain't dead. Nigga, you like this. I'm like this. If I'm a die, I'm going out hitting it. I'm like this. Wait for them to come and get me. And when they come get you off the field,
Oh shit!
You know where they take you?
Man.
They take you to the gym, right?
Why?
Because you can't be out.
The bodies.
They put the bodies, but we ain't dead in the gym. We playing basketball in the gym. So needless to say, it was number white boys out there fighting for the country. Niggas was in there like this. I got next, nigga. Them white dudes got paint all on their face. They got tree branches and shit. Yo, they in there trying to save America, nigga. We in there like this. Yeah, he like this, nigga. Them niggas out there trying to, like, they in there like, them white boys out there. Niggas like, I got next. Yep.
Nigga, that's funny as hell.
That's true shit, nigga.
Oh man. What's your first job?
My first job, I worked at an orthopedic appliance.
What?
Yeah, it was like in DC, this was in Alexandria. They had the summer job program, right? In DC.
And it's a summer job for
Yeah, it's a summer job.
orthopedic?
What it is like you have different companies, right? And then I don't know if they got some type of tax write-off or something if they hire people, whatever. But I worked for this company and we used to make shoes for, you know how I ain't trying to make no fun of this, right? You know how you said nigga got one big ass shoe, right? Then one regular one. That's what I used to do, son.
Used to make the big shoe.
For the niggas that walk, you know the niggas used to walk like this. We made them niggas walk straight, son. That's what we did. Orthopedic appliance.
Used to
place.
make the shoe?
Yeah. You had to you had to take the sole off. You had to add this extra rubber and glue and shit like that. But that was the first job I ever had.
What?
Yep. Other than that, I used to do like odds and end jobs.
Can you make one of them shoes now?
I couldn't make one now. No, I wouldn't remember that.
You had to have the certain materials for it, right?
You have the brain capacity. I smoked too much weed. I want to remember that. That nigga said, nigga, my lip was harder than when I came in.
Your ass ended up making a vase.
But I used to do, before that job, I used to always, that was the job where I guess you say I got a check. But I always used to hustle. Like I used to work in a barbershop. I called that a job. Yeah. I was the dude that swept up the hair.
Oh,
whatever. Yeah, and then when, like, you know, when the drug boys come in there, they want somebody to run to the store and get
I didn't
shit.
know this meant sweet.
You know what? When I did that,
just letting you know what, just so you know, just letting you know what you did.
well, I remember
Didn't know this meant sweet.
Charlamagne the God used to sweep up. Charlamagne swept too. That nigga DJ Envy, Breakfast Club, them niggas sweeped. Them niggas sweep too, son. They sweep with a twist, nigga. I would just sweep it like this. They twist. They how you gonna sweep like this, nigga? Yo, man, this show ain't doing shit for my mental health, nigga. You set me up and I begged to be on this shit, man. How much more time I got, nigga? That's why I ain't want to study, nigga. You try to get me to study.
I'm trying to get you to study the questions, motherfucker.
You paying attention to.
I'm just, nigga, we talking about your life, though.
I said sweet, nigga. You ain't had to go.
I ain't
do my mouth wasn't open, nigga. Fuck is you talking
You was
about?
up here with the broom.
I was right here, nigga, right there where you sweep, nigga. Fuck is you talking
went
about?
down here
Nigga,
with
I
the
was
broom.
sweeping right here. Fuck, I wasn't sweeping up here, nigga. I sweep the way niggas sweep.
Look, man, you ain't got you. Dog. Look, you don't gotta get hard, dog. Nigga, I mean, not hard. I mean, just. Okay, dog. You are idiots. Oh, golly. Oh, we got a new way. We got a new way of sweeping. He got an attitude now. You did it. It wasn't us who did it. You did it.
You couldn't have just kept going with the next question? You couldn't have did a stop down? You an actor, nigga. You couldn't do back to one? You had to?
I just wanted to make sure that that's what that was.
I had that job for a day, nigga.
Okay, dog. I just wanted to make sure that's what sweeping was, dog. All right, look, let me ask you this. He's gonna keep crunching the. Oh, this boy is a nut. All right, dog. When did you realize you wanted to be a comedian?
I didn't. I wanted to be a sweeper, nigga. I was gonna start my own janitorial service, nigga. I never wanted to be a comedian.
Why?
I always liked comedy, but I never. Most time you hear a comedian talking like, "Yeah, I remember when I was little." I never wanted to.
Me
I wanted
neither.
the first job I wanted to be an architect, but I wasn't really good at math, so that's not going to be good.
Right.
And then I was like, well, maybe build a carpenter, but I wasn't really handy with my hands like that, so that's why I went in the military. But I never wanted to be a comedian. I was always the funny guy, right? I remember one time I was it was late one night. Me and my mother was talking, and me and my mother we used to laugh. We laughed like crazy, And then my mother told me, she said, boy, don't you tell me another joke unless you're gonna make some money doing it, right? And I didn't think about it. I was like, oh, that was cute or whatever. But it was while I was, I got out of the military. I told you I was a military police officer. And I was waiting to be a DC police officer in Washington, DC. And in the interim of that time waiting, I was head of, I know you're gonna laugh at me again. I was head of security at a grocery store. Fuck is funny about that, man? I could have been in jail, nigga. Fuck is funny about that? I was a police in the grocery store, nigga. What the fuck is so funny, man? Can I tell you my story?
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. I didn't want to sweep no more, do I? It's either police at a grocery store or sleep, nigga. And then I took my job serious.
Ah, shit.
And then there was a guy that used to, oh shit. There was a guy that used to come to the grocery store. His name was Mike Washington. And he worked for Hostess Cupcakes, right? And he used to be a comedian at night, and he would give.
Just paying attention to the story. He made cupcakes.
Boy, oh boy. How many of us have them? Before we go any further.
There was a man who made cupcakes.
He didn't make no motherfucking cupcakes, nigga. He put the cupcakes on the shelf, nigga. And he would give us tickets, because he told comedy at night. He gave us tickets to the show. And I used to go to the shows, nigga. And I heckle people. And then people started coming to hear me heckle. And then one thing led to the next. And then they wanted me to go on stage. And I went on stage. And that's it. Yes, when I first met you, nigga, I just came off of cupcakes. I was a year out. And that's how I started comedy.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you again. So
The same question?
No, so I'm just reiterating, Doc, because I was laughing. I want to make sure. So listen, dude, he used to go to.
Fuck is all I doing up in here, man? Y'all
So this dude
y'all do
used
know
to
this
come.
trauma. Y'all do know this trauma, right?
No, it's not. So this dude used to come to the grocery store that you was the head security of.
I had 5 stores, nigga. I had 5 stores.
And you had 5 stores. And he came in the store and he used to grocery shop there.
Yo, you fucking
No,
words
he used
up.
to. He put the cupcakes on the shelf at the grocery store.
Don't do it, nigga. Don't do it, nigga.
He stacked the cakes. I'm trying to say this.
I'm telling you what the fuck he did.
Okay, I'm trying to say it the best way.
You ain't never been to a store and niggas stacking shit up? That was him.
All right.
He worked for Hostess.
Okay, he worked for Hostess.
Yeah, and they was a vendor.
Got it.
So he would bring the cup, He would bring the cupcakes in, boom,
Set them up.
put them on the
Put 'em
shelf.
on the shelf.
And then he'd be like, boom, I ain't got no more cupcakes to stack. He was a comedian, and he would give us free tickets to the comedy show.
Come to his show.
So we used to go to the comedy show.
Nice.
And I went there, I started heckling and roasting niggas. And then I started getting popular.
From roasting niggas at the show.
And they'd be like, yo, is that, they would say, is that police nigga from the groceries? Fuckers, man.
Is that the security nigga from the... He's so good.
What?
He's so funny. Security. The head security is so funny. No, that's great, Donnell. I'm serious. That's funny. Listen, I'm being for real. Listen. So then did he get upset at you for heckling him? Did y'all ever talk?
No, I didn't heckle him.
Okay, you heckled everybody else. At the show, I'm asking, I'm trying to make sure that
He didn't get mad. I started drawing the crowd, nigga.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
People started coming. They was like, where's the police security nigga? Is he gonna be here? And he brought me on. I tell you what happened. I finally.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. I swear I'm listening.
Are you gonna be serious?
Yeah. Yes.
I would go heckle, and then the club owner wanted me to shut up, so they said, won't you go on stage? I didn't do it that week. And I said, nah, I'm gonna come back. And the crazy thing is, because I was going there for months, and people started coming to listen to me heckle. They was like, that asshole dude. And finally, I went on stage, and the first time I went on stage, I caught a standing ovation.
Really? Did you write material? Or did you just roast people?
I did, but I didn't know anything about writing.
Right.
I thought I was like, okay, boom, Michael Jackson, I can get 2 minutes out of that. Right. Boom. And I thought I had like 30 minutes worth of material. And I even tell people when they first started comedy, like, I gotta write. I was like, forget your notepad right now, because it don't matter what you write. The first time you go on stage, you're gonna draw a blank.
Yeah.
It don't matter. The more you prepare, it's gonna go out the window. Mm-hmm. And something's gonna click in you that your natural funny gonna come out. I thought I had this material. I remember something clicked. I started joning on niggas, and then I went into my material, and then the room the same hosted dude, he was hosting that night. I didn't know anything about how a comedy club runs. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what the light meant or anything, right? I was just a young motherfucker that just went up there, and I gutted the room. And I don't think I wrote the best material, but I think it was a build-up because people really was rooting for me. Because they was like, this nigga funny, he need a shot. You know that. Mm-hmm. They was like, and then I think it was a combination of decent, halfway funny, but just excitement of he did it. Right. And then when they gave me the light, I didn't know what the light was. You know, motherfucker do this. You know, the worst thing is, you know, you being funny. Mm-hmm. And then they be like this, oh, they give me the light, y'all, now in the crowd. So when I said, oh, I gotta get out of here, I didn't know the light meant that's your last joke. Yeah. So when they said that, they gave me the light, I was like, I'm gone. And the place went crazy, like, fuck that, bring them back, bring that. Damn. And my friend, Mike Washington, this is a true story. Mike Washington said, no, let me explain something. And you could just tell that night something was special was happening. Mm-hmm. He was like, yo, let me tell you something. Donnell, see, that's his first time on stage. He don't know what the light is, he'll be back. And it was that moment that I realized that I wasn't gonna be a police in a grocery store no more.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I didn't quit, but I knew I had to get fired. But after that, I never looked back.
Let me ask you this. When you left that stage, because I asked comedians this, when you left that stage and you went home, what was in your mind? What was you like thinking about?
I love it. And I was saying that I don't want to sweep no more. Mm-hmm. I gave up. That's when I knew I wasn't going back to the barbershop.
Yeah, you was done with all of that. You said you was done with all of that, right?
Yes, sir.
So you...
I did it. I literally, It's hard to tell the story without people like, oh, you wasn't all that, but I was. When I first started, I was probably 6 months into it, and people thought I was doing it for 3 years.
Yeah.
When I got Def Jam, I was only doing comedy for 7 months.
Yeah, that's how it happened to me.
And the way, I can't just have my own story, nigga.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go. No, go ahead. No, I'm just
All
showing.
about you, all about Dion. Dion.
I'm just relating.
Oh,
Like, no, that's.
Dion.
I'm relating to you. That happened to me. Yes.
Yeah.
Go.
But the crazy way it happened was, Royale Watkins was a good friend of mine at the time.
Shout out to Royale.
And Royale had already been like on Def Jam, and he was the big shit when he came to DC.
Yeah.
He was already signed to Rush Communication, Bob Sumner.
Yeah.
And I remember I wanted to do it because I was producing my own shows. And I was like, Royale, I want you to do a show. And Royale gave me a card. I'm like, nigga. He gave me a card like, well, you have to talk to my people. I'm like, I ain't even know you had no people, right? I remember the card, Rush Communication, Bob Sumner. That was his manager at the time.
He gave you a card.
Yeah, like, you know, if you want to do a show, you got to, like, just
give
do
you
my
a card.
people. Yeah.
That's how he gave it to you. I just want to make sure that we gave it to you like that. Like, was it like that?
Just like that, nigga.
Like, okay, go ahead. Keep going. I just want these details are important to the story. I'm trying to get.
He gave me the card.
Okay.
And one day I said, it wasn't about a show. I said, man, I'm just going to call up to Rush Communication and just act like I'm somebody.
Oh shit.
Called the receptionist, right? She answered the phone, and I said, Rush Communication, Bob Sumner office, can I help you? I said, yo, where Bob at?
Oh shit.
She was like, what? I was like, where Bob at? She was like, what? I said, man, just tell Bob to call Donnell back, right? And she said, hold on. She put me through. And I was like, Bob Sumner, I know it. I kind of tricked your peoples, right? I said, I'm a funny comic. Because Def Jam was popping. So like Bill Bellamy, Bernie Mac, all them guys come through. And I used to be always the opener. I said, I'm doing some good things, blah, blah, blah. I'm funny. I want the opportunity to be on Def Jam. He was like, can you come up for an audition this week? And I said, I got to see if I can get out of work. He said, nigga, you got a job? Right? And then I didn't make it out that week. Following week, I went up there. Royale was, you know, the Peppermint Lounge. Peppermint Lounge was
Dude,
like,
I still got nightmares.
everybody has nightmares. Everybody has some good experiences and bad experiences. And it was like, you know, you'll be on there, you get 10 minutes. You hope you can get to your last 10, get the whole 10. But I was on stage, Royale was hosting that night, and I was killing it. And then Royale came to the side of the stage and he said, Bob loves you. You got the show. And when he said that, I said, good night. Because, you know, you could be up here and then something happened, and that was the testing grounds on how you would be on the show. So you could be funny all you want, but if you catch a boo at the end, that's gonna be like they think that's how you're gonna have it. And that was it. And that was my first, I had made it, I was doing it for 6 months. That was my first shit.
And let me ask you this, when you did the Peppermint, were you doing like crowd work or were you doing straight material?
Crowd, first off, it wasn't no such thing as
I mean, like not crowd, but were you like Jones or people, or was you like just doing material?
The thing is, one thing I did have, I was lucky enough early on that I had like solid bits with characters. And when I first started, I had 2 bits that I made my money off. One bit was about working at the grocery store and how black people come to the grocery store act like they're not stealing, right? And then they be stealing, and then, you know, I'll pull up on them and they got Snicker bars coming out their jackets and shit. That was one of my bits. And then the other bit was, I had this bit that everybody loved. And it was about when I was young, this kid named Fat Tyrone that stole my bike. You know? And then it resonated with people. I was like, you remember when you got your first bike, the last thing your mother tell you, don't let nobody ride your bike. You know Fat Tyrone and boys were taking people's bikes. First person I run into was Fat Tyrone. And that was the bit. I had a couple of jokes that led up to that, but that was my signature bit.
That was the signature.
And then I didn't have an explosive set on Def Jam. And back then it was just like, you get 1 or 2 snaps and then you selling out everywhere.
Yeah.
And Chris Thomas told me, I had my set, I wasn't really happy with it. And Chris Thomas said, man, that set, he said, it might not have killed in this audience, he said, but people watching at home, they're gonna connect to the story.
Yeah.
And then it's still people that remember from Def Jam, they remember that bit. So but I was new, I was green, I didn't have no television experience. So it was just, everything was trial and error. You learn from your mistakes,
But it helped you on the road and helped you. Like,
I don't know if it helped me on the road as much as back then, if you had a Def Jam credit, you was working.
Yeah, you was working.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
we saw how that panned out. Everybody wasn't super talented.
Yeah.
Some people just was in that moment, but now
Yeah.
you don't hear people quacking no more, nothing like that.
Yeah, they was putting just a lot of people on.
But it was like, think about it. Def Jam was birthed because there was no representation for black comedians on TV.
Right.
There wasn't no late night. It didn't have YouTube. It was three ABC, CBS, and NBC. And the only outlets or platforms for stand-up was Letterman.
Yeah.
And then they put a nigga every 3 years on Letterman.
Yeah.
And Russell Simmons and Stan Lathan and Bob Summer, they saw the vision, be like, you know what? There's a need for this.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, I've been lucky enough in my career to be a part of some platforms that just represented pop culture in that moment, and I got a chance to do that. But I didn't get the overnight shit. So I had to continue to go back to the drawing board, and try to get other opportunities.
When did you know that you was like, when was the moment you was like, oh shit, I made it? To the point where you're Donnell Rawlings. I don't care what you think. You're Donnell Rawlings to everybody. Everybody know you. But when was it had to be some moment where you was like, oh shit.
I don't know because I don't really connect with fame.
I get that. I mean, I hear you were saying you don't connect with fame, but you do connect with frequency. And frequency is what happens when you don't have nothing to do with it. Right. It'd be the world that'll let you know.
I will tell you a moment when I felt something kind of special, and this was when I did Spider-Man 2. Right, I played. I had this. They call it a reaction.
I'm proud of you too.
Reaction scene, and wasn't nobody really doing that. But this one I knew I was kind of did something because Brooklyn Mike was my roommate at the time, right?
Yeah.
And Spider-Man 2, all the kids love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right, all the kids love Spider-Man. And then any parent, they're going to be like, so Brooklyn Mike's daughter said, "Daddy, can you get Donnell to introduce me to Spider-Man?" And father gonna say, he said, "Well, I know Spider-Man too," right? And then his daughter said, "I know you do, but Donnell worked with him." That kind of was like resonated that I'm doing something, but
yeah,
it's a part of me. I never, like I said, going back, I never dreamt of doing this. Everything that I've done, even with acting, I've never taken a class, whatever. It was just all something that just evolved, and like I would take an opportunity, I would get something, then I just keep working at it, and then I just was getting opportunities. But I don't connect with the fame part of it.
So right, I hear you. Like I said, I hear what you're saying. You don't connect with fame or whatever. But as far as momentum, that like you cannot tell me, and I feel like you line out your teeth if you do say different, but you can't say that you didn't feel that during the Chappelle Show.
Oh, 1,000%. But I had more confidence about the success of that show than Neil or Dave. Both of them. You got to realize Dave's production company is called Pilot Boy Production. And that was kind of like sarcastic title, if you want to say, because he had, Dave always been favored. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a young age.
Yeah.
He connected with the right people or whatever. And Hollywood was just gunning for him. All right, he had this pilot. It didn't go.
I think he did like
11 or 12 of them.
Yeah, that's what I say, 13.
Yeah, so by the time they got to the Chappelle Show, it was just like, oh, we'll see what happens. Not like, if you're a young comic and you like, oh, I got this deal at the beginning, you so excited. But they got the rejections or not paying out that much. They didn't know what. But I knew that it was something special because people knew Dave, right? And Dave was probably favored on the college circuit, mainstream and whatever. But it was just something that just wasn't that connection with the streets like that with Dave. Always been funny. But because I used to do the warm-ups for that show, and then I would go to the bar. I used to call Dave, I say, I talked to the streets today. You like what they saying, but I felt the buzz in the hood. I felt the buzz in Brownsville. I felt the buzz in the barbershops, and I could feel that something was really, really special that was happening with that show.
Dog, that show was so crazy. Like, I'm gonna come back to that in a minute, but how'd you meet Dave?
Me and Dave knew each other because we were both DC comics. Similar to like Chicago comics. If you go somewhere else, it's like, oh, that nigga from Chicago. You have some type of brotherhood just because of that. And it was like, when I first started, I came out the gate on fire, right? And I wanted to know who was getting it, what made them nice and everything. And I would ask, I'm like, who's popping out of DC that's kicking to them? Everybody be like, Dave Chappelle, Dave Chappelle. And I was like, man, what is it about that nigga? Then make him Dave Chappelle. They was like, well, he's young. I'm like, I ain't got shit to do with that.
Yeah.
He's young, he's funny. He acts all this shit out. He was that guy, right? And it wasn't no competition, but I was like, man, fuck that nigga. I could do all that type shit, right? I would be like, man, fuck Dave Chappelle, right? And then Dave told this story at my 50th birthday party. Chris Spencer asked the same question. I was like, fuck that nigga.
Shout out to Chris.
And then Dave told the story. He said, he said, man, I was in New York, I had shit popping. And every DC comic, for the holidays, you go back, you want to go to the clubs just to hang out, let niggas know you're doing it.
Yeah.
And Dave said he'd come back, he would always ask, he would say, who's got it popping in DC? And it would always be like the people that you know, Andy Evans, the Tony Woods, the Greg Pools, Fat Docs, Chris Pauls. But the manager of the club, Barbara, R.I.P. Barbara, she's so sweet, she passed away. Barbara would tell Dave, she said, but there's this one dude named Donnell Rawlings that's got it popping. And Dave responded the same way I did. He said, man, fuck that dude. And then we just had a mutual respect for each other from being from DC. And like, to be honest, your first sign of, you know this business, it's different now, but the first sign of really trying to do it, you gotta leave.
Yeah.
You know, Chicago, don't matter where you were.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it wasn't, if you wasn't in New York, LA, you wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
So the first time you said, I'm leaving, I want to try something different, that was the first sign of you taking it serious and not come back and then go and keep doing it until you get something.
Yeah, that's crazy. So at the height of the Chappelle Show, yo, that was like, let me tell you what the Chappelle Show did. It sent everybody racing. Everybody was racing. Everybody and their mama had a sketch show. Everybody and their mama had a show they was doing. I mean, everybody. I mean, even Key and Peele, they came out as a replacement for the show that you all did.
I don't know, and somebody asked this question too. I know you as a writer, you know what it takes to consistently write funny shit.
Yeah.
And I say this all the time, there's no comparison, whatever. I think that if Key and Peele had came in another time and that after the Chappelle Show, it would, I'm not saying it would have had as much excitement as Dave Chappelle, that shit was just a beast in its own. But people would have had more respect for it or appreciated it more because what they did, man, they were some funny motherfuckers. It just so happened,
funny as shit.
It looks like, oh, they trying to replace it. And you can't replace that. We created something, it was a moment of time.
Yeah.
We made history. And it won't repeat itself.
Yeah.
Of course, something that happened. You know, every 10 or 15 years, some pops will ask the next thing. But I think at that time, what the world needed in common and everything, I don't think that would ever be replaced. We had that moment. Yeah. And it's interesting now because as long ago as it was, like 20 years ago, and as much as, you know, I can't get away from it. I was such a part of it that I'm always going to be connected to that brand. And people tell me all the time, Dion, they're like, oh, what has he done since then? I've done a lot of shit, but guess what? I won't let you forget. I've made history.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to I never go to a project like, it's going to be as good. I made history. I can't repeat history.
Yeah.
It's there. And I can take it. It just so happened that I was a part of a show that some people are saying one of the greatest sketch shows in the history of television.
Yeah.
I don't have no,
absolutely, hands down.
I don't have no feeling like, oh, the gift and the curse of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good thing. And then now, it was so much part of pop culture that it's weird because almost anything could happen in pop culture and you'll get a meme.
Yeah.
You'll get Charlie laughing, you'll get something So I think that show is gonna.
Yeah, I mean, it transcended everything. It was like one of the greatest shows ever created, and still to this day, nothing can like hold a candle to it like
And it's
at
so
all.
funny because I never get I have to talk about what I've done, but I look at it like this. Entertainment Weekly did a show, article, maybe a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, where they named the top 100 shows in the history of television. Chappelle Show was ranked in that, and HBO's The Wire was ranked in it.
Nice.
And at that time, you know, people have done other. Nobody wasn't doing that. Nobody wasn't doing. I was lucky enough. I broke into acting as a dramatic actor before the Chappelle Show.
That was crazy too.
People
on The Wire.
thought I was. They thought I was. They was like, "Oh, what's the serious nigga trying to be funny?" You know?
Yeah.
Because I was booking other stuff. So, whatever happens in my career, whatever, when you go look at it or whatever I book next, I was part of some stuff that people are going to remember.
How many episodes of The Wire did you do?
I did season 1, and I did the last season.
Nice.
It's an interesting story people don't know is that the character Omar, that character came out of me and Mike. And I'm not sitting up here like I would have done better or anything, but Robert Colesbury, he was executive producer for The Wire, but he also was executive producer for, there was a miniseries I was a part of called The Corner.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Corner, The Wire is a spinoff of The Corner.
Yeah.
So when I went there, when I got to play Damian Price Day, Robert Colesbury, he said, man, we were saving you. We was thinking about you really strongly to play Omar, but we thought this character just gonna have a little bit more depth, and we thought you could do something special with it. That character was Senator Clay Davis' right-hand man or whatever. And that, nobody could have done anything. Mike was born to play Omar.
Yeah.
For so many reasons. I'm not gonna touch tongue kiss a nigga on camera.
Yeah.
You got that, baby. I ain't that much of a thespian, nigga. I mean, I used to sweep at the barber shop, but I ain't sweeping. Right? But another fun fact a lot of people don't know, Stringer Bell, Avon, all those guys, right? What happened my first season, you could see them set me up as I had a connection with the politicians and I had a connection with the street. But what happened was the Baltimore Tourism Board complained that every time they produced something in Baltimore, they depict Baltimore as being a crime-infested, drug-ridden city. I'm like, last time you been downtown, nigga.
Yeah, right.
It is what it is. So David Simon and them, they had to appease the tourism board. That's why I went from the towers. Everybody was excited about the towers. Then they took the storyline to the docks because they had to shake. They switched the whole shit.
God.
Then you see shit like that. You could be down with something like, oh, writers, they switched the story arc.
Yeah, in a
so once
heartbeat.
that happened, my character was done. But David Simon, he wanted to just pay homage to me or whatever because he really liked me on the show. He brought my character back, and that was like my button. That was
The Wire was another one of those joints that was crazy. I'm gonna tell you, I kind of stumbled upon The Wire. I knew The Wire, and people was talking about it and all of that. But what made me watch The Wire more than anything, I mean, one time I was like, I just stumbled upon it. Because I didn't have cable, I was at this girl's house.
Right.
And I was like watching it there. And that's what made me keep going over her house to watch it or whatever.
We had the cable business.
Yeah. I ain't had none of that,
Yeah,
right.
right.
So, but I seen Idris.
Fuck Aegis, man. Fuck that nigga, man.
No, listen.
Hold on,
listen, bro.
Nah, not in the band way.
No, but listen. People don't know Idris was the bodyguard at Caroline.
Yeah, door guy. Yeah.
Before he did The Wire.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, when I was watching it and I seen him, I said, that's London. Because we used to call him London, you know, because he had that London accent.
I tell you what, my big.
We was like this. We like that's London from Caroline.
Right.
Like that's what made me start watching The Wire because I was like, yo, London made it, and then he kept being on it, and I was like,
Man,
yo,
fuck
London.
Idris, fuck about no Idris, man. No, but I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm telling you the truth,
let me
though.
I said
that's
fuck
when
him.
I started seeing you.
Fuck him.
I started seeing you and
tell you why.
everybody.
Why? Because, first off, I was a Def Jam comic, BET. I'm on The Wire.
You on The Wire.
I think I'm the shit.
Yeah.
Right? And I would go places, right? And chicks be like this, so they be like, oh my God, was you on the wire? I'd be like, yeah. They'd be like, can you introduce me to Idris? I'm like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, fuck you and the string of bellettes. Yo, man, I was so mad. When they killed that nigga, I called all them bitches. Yeah, where you mad at now? That nigga was, I'm about to be an international movie star, nigga. I hated that nigga, man. They was like, Idris this, and I was like, yeah, but that was so, I'm telling you, it was so crazy because nobody knew what Idris and Wood knew. I remember one time I used to do a comedy night. I brought Mike, Wood. I had damn near, and I know people go back and look at it.
Wood.
I had all the top stars of the Wire. You probably remember Footprints? Freddie Ricks, you don't remember we used to have all the rooms? Yeah. Freddie Ricks had a room on Tuesday. I had all the guys there. Yeah.
I remember Freddie Ricks.
Yeah, good guy. Yep.
Yeah. That's crazy, dog. Yeah, that was an epic show, man. But yeah, that's when I started watching it. And then when I saw you on there, I was like, yo, Donnell on there. Yeah. Like, yo, cause I heard people saying it,
right.
But I didn't I never had a chance to see it though until I did. And I was like, yo, that's crazy though. But that's great, dog. That's great. And I just want to say you had an excellent performance in the animation Soul that won
Oscar.
Won the Oscar, all that, man. You and Jamie Foxx, dog. Another moment that I was so proud of you to rock or whatever. Let me ask you this. Was there ever a point in your career at any time of your wonderful career, did you ever question yourself?
Nope.
At any point?
Nah, I'm telling you, zero. There was not one, because
that's what's up.
I'm telling you, I always feel like watch. I always feel like the next. I was like, I'm gonna get there. And it was a slow. I used to see motherfuckers. I call myself the tortoise in the hare. I'm the tortoise. It's my, but I got the steady pace.
Yeah.
And another thing is, I found out how to be happy with nothing. I tell people all the time, if you're gonna be in this business, if you don't know how to be happy being broke, get the fuck up out of it.
Yes, sir.
So I felt happy. I felt the happiness. Always want to learn. What's the next thing? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do next? How am I gonna get better? Even at this point, you just seen me on this circuit for a long time. And I will say this, people can say what they want. Every year for the last 30 years, I feel like I get better. And I'm talking about coming off a year like, man, this nigga can't get funnier than this.
Yeah.
There's no way. He is there, but I was like, I will find something. I always try to find a way to evolve, even kind of to the point of where I dress on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, what's gonna be different? I was like, you know what? I've heard some people like, oh, the suit nigga, whatever. But I was like, I want people to see me in a certain way. And to this, like right now, to this day, I'm still looking for the next joke. I'm still looking for the next story.
Yeah.
I'm still looking at how I use my body, my voice. And I told you this, not too many people I can watch and learn something from. I told you this the other day, your poise, your control, and I try to make football references. Like if you compare like you and our styles, right? I consider you more like of a Tom Brady style. You gonna stay in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? You ain't like, I ain't gotta score a touchdown right now, nigga. I'm a blue 42, Omaha your ass, right? And then, right when you think you're gonna sack me, boop, touchdown.
Yeah.
But me, nigga, I'm like, give me the ball. But I listened, I watched it the other day, and I was like, it's one thing to perform, like, all right, it's not easy, but you know shit to rip. But whenever I see you perform, I'm like, God damn, this nigga pin. But you feel this in the sense of, Dave has this quality too, where you guys can listen to the silence.
Yeah.
It don't disturb you.
Yeah.
It don't get you rattled.
Nah,
You ain't
I need it, really.
You ain't gonna never not be who you are, and you know the payoff. And I was like, damn, what if you, not to be like you, whatever. I was like, but I'm like, I see this nigga got the pound and shit, and I'm looking at jokes I got like this. But it's like just this inspiration to be like, and I asked myself, okay, Donnell, what can you do different? Even when I did my special, right? I feel like I was the best I could be in that exact moment.
Yeah.
When people don't understand about a special, you know, you do a special, some people like, well, I saw him rip here, he did this and that. That ain't what it do. Did you get everything right now?
Yeah.
My special, I shot it twice. Once we did one during the pandemic, Dave scrapped it because it had mask in it. It was gonna look dated or whatever. That was the hardest thing for him to tell me. He said, yo, D, I want you to do it again. I'm right there, get ready to go on stage at the factory outlet. I'm like, fuck is you talking? He heard silence. I'm like, what are you talking about? Right? And he said, Donnell, I didn't want to say it. He said, Donnell, I can put you in front of any audience and you're gonna rip the audience. That doesn't make it a great special.
All right.
Right?
Great. Yes, absolutely.
Right? And I was like, fuck is you talking about? But then he got me the biggest job I ever had in my life. I was like, I'm listening.
You're right.
That nigga put some zeros in my shit. I was like, you're right, Dave. I'm not going to sweep again. Right? And then I had another, it was scrap, but I had already got the money, but I still wanted to do it. And then we was in Napa Valley doing some festival or whatever. And Ricky Hughes was backstage. Ricky Hughes.
Yeah, shout out to
super
Ricky.
producer.
Yeah.
Ricky Hughes, it was Ricky Hughes, me, Dave, and Cena. And Dave asked Ricky, she said,
Shout out to Cena.
she said, how much, Dave said, Ricky, how many cameras we got today? And she said 5, right? And then Dave looked at me, he said, you want to shoot your special?
Shit.
I said, what? He said, now. I'm like, nigga. First thing I was saying was, I ain't got no suit, nigga. I need a suit. But I felt good about that because I was like, oh, I ain't gonna invite no family, nobody. He was just gonna say, roll. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. And nobody know we doing it. Got off on that one, ripped it. This nigga caught me again. Man, I wanna do it again. I'm like, nigga. He said,
I remember we talked about
I said, why? He said, I don't like the production. I'm like, nigga, you the producer. But he was like, the points he made, he's really meticulous on production. He said, it was people moving around while he was on set. And I'm fighting, I'm like, yeah, but Richard Pryor live at Sunset Strip, one of his biggest lines was when the white people walked past. And then it was no bells and whistles to the set. It was fucking spotlight, bar stool, cord, nice suit. But he's sued about it. So I was like, fuck it, I don't think I'm ever gonna do this, but you're not getting your money back. That's one thing we can talk about shelving, but I had already spent that money.
Yeah,
nigga.
right.
And then
That's crazy.
I didn't know when we was gonna be able to get it back on the books. I was doing the New York Comedy Festival. I said, Dave, I already got this spot, let's do it. He dropped the cameras, I did It's a New Day. And even with that, that's special. I felt like,
hilarious too.
thank you. But it was a couple of things I would have done differently, but I'm not mad at what I did then. Some of the language that I used, and the reason why is because I did the one set and I thought it was okay, but then I was like, nigga, I'm just gonna roll the dice. I gotta feel like I'm in a club doing my shit. These cameras don't matter. That's why I said, bitch, I said everything.
Yeah.
Lot. I counted the other day 85 niggas in one set, right? If I would have chopped 70 niggas off there, it would have been better played. But everything is preparing you for the next shit. Was the funny there? Yeah. But for some people, for people that grew up the way, came up the circuit, that's used to hearing certain shit, it wasn't no problem.
Yeah.
But for some other people, it'd be like, ooh, and it kind of got them deaf to what I was really saying.
I tell people this, well, with those that ask me before they shoot specials, you know, I feel like you should go to people who shot these, who had success shooting these, not just people who shot specials, people with success doing them. What's the formula with this? The formula is this, and I'm gonna drop this gem to anybody listening too, but with everybody, when you do these specials, you're not shooting this for the people that love you already.
Right.
But you don't realize that because you're honing your material and everything you're doing for the people that love you already.
Right. You introduce yourself.
You already got them. You are making this special to reach people that do not know you, that have never heard of you before, that's where you have to be at. I'm not making my special for those that love me. If you love me already, I love you for loving me.
Right.
And I love you enough to make this material for you, but I'm also going to present this in a way that's going to reach other people.
And even with that said, D.I., when I did my special, I said I want this special to be evergreen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you watch I said I wanted to be like, if you watched the special 5 years before it aired, it would have been funny. And will it be funny after that? You know what I mean? And I didn't do anything to kind of, the only joke I did on that special that kind of would put you in a time is the Alabama brawl.
Right.
But I did it on top of set just to get there. But then I chose stuff like co-parenting. You know what I'm saying? All this type of stuff that can resonate with people like down the road.
Yeah, that's, I mean, the majority of my specials are evergreen, each one. Like, all of them, really. They all evergreen as hell. You can put them on at any time, any day. And, you know, and I'm not knocking nobody I love everybody that does what they do. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, some people can do it better than others. I can't do certain things, and I love those who can do those things, whatever. But yeah, I like to keep it observational and evergreen as well, or whatever. Anybody ever stole one of your jokes?
Yeah.
Huh?
Not stole it, but bought it, and I stole it back.
They bought it?
Yeah.
And then you
Teddy
stole it?
Carpenter, Teddy Carpenter. Nigga, no, that's stole the joke. But when I was young, I used to do these parody songs, right? You know that song, I'm everyday people. I had a song that I had set up for somebody heckling me. As soon as somebody heckled me, I'd be like, see, I was chilling at the house minding my own business as I stepped to the microphone in Atlanta, in New York. My show's bound to rock with the jokes that make you laugh and make you hype. See, out of nowhere was a nigga degrading. He was, and whatever, that's what it was. And it was like, I would wait for somebody to heckle me. And then Teddy Carpenter hit me one day. He said, yo, want to buy that?
Straight up?
Yeah. I was like, how much? He said, 500. I said, bet. I sold it to niggas, still kept doing it. Ain't no contract, nigga. I'm sorry. Nice to know you, man. That's out of here. People, you know what? People don't, you know what? People wouldn't steal my joke. They would steal my me.
Premise.
Just
me.
I don't give a fuck. And no, I used to do this character, this Asian joint, right? Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm too old for beef. You know, but Capone, nigga, I know what you did, nigga. I ain't never say nothing. Inside butthole, licky, too much of licky. Stop playing with me, nigga. Okay, so what was your next question? I ain't beef. You know what? This is what I told myself with the stealing shit. I'm like, this is how I feel. If a nigga can steal your joke, you need to write another joke.
Absolutely.
And I never got caught up, and I was like, man, all right, listen, man.
Yeah.
I got tired of throwing punches and stupid shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Nigga, you stole my joke, and you're doing it at a bowling alley. Strike! It don't matter. I got other shit to think about. And that shit will make you, right? But some people, they think of certain premises, like if a motherfucker argue with you about a Diddy joke, like, nigga, come on.
Yeah.
But even on topical shit, what I've been able to do my whole career was like, you're doing this, but my angle and my twist and my spin is gonna be some shit like,
it's you to make it unique.
yeah, it's like this. Ain't nobody coming to that shit. Right. I always looked at people trying to steal your shit, a form of flattery, and you just keep it moving. But then I'm like this, I'm gonna separate myself so far from you, you ain't gonna be on the same playing field I'm playing on. So niggas ain't even gonna know that.
Yeah. Have you ever stole a joke?
Nah. Oh yes, one joke. It was by accident. I was desperate. It was a situation, and I was desperate, son. I ain't had nobody else's shit. My shit wasn't working. I tried all my shit. They was like, Rich Voss had this joke to me. He said, Rich Voss.
Rich Voss?
He had this joke about his sister was dating a black guy, And she said, and the joke was, you know, once they say, once you go black, you never go back. He said, yeah, because dad won't let you back in the house. That's all I needed. Got them niggas off of me one night, son. I called him, I said, man, you probably ain't gonna never hear it, because I told the joke in the bowling alley. I told him in the bowling alley, I had to get these niggas on it. I had to get them off me. Oh, shit.
Oh, dog, that's crazy as hell, dog. Oh, man. I gotta ask you this. I ask everybody this, but you're a very likable person. Everybody love you.
Charming.
Charming as shit.
Right.
You're a great person, but I'm quite sure there's some people that don't like you.
Okay, let's address it.
I'm just asking.
Corey Hook was not a fan of mine. Used to be a fan. Yep. Not a fan.
Dude, that whole situation, I still don't understand what happened.
I don't understand. Here's the unfortunate.
What would happen?
Here's the unfortunate thing about that situation. You know my demeanor. I don't really fuck with people too much.
Right.
You see me, I'm always, you know, I don't be fucking with nobody. Mm-hmm. And CH was one of the people that I would talk to, distant. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, he has a platform.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fans that love him.
Yeah.
That love his point of view.
Hey, one of the funniest motherfuckers in the country.
He built the crowd. He got a following. I think they call him the 5150ers.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And they serious. Mm-hmm. So much when I go to the show, I know who they are.
Yeah.
I could look at them like, yeah.
You're stupid.
Take me laughing at me like this. So you're 5150, right? And then I will say, like, people can say they want to say, I have a sense of loyalty toward Dave. People can say whatever they want, you know. Mm-hmm. He's done shit for me, I've done shit for him. As much as he gave me a platform with Chappelle Show, when he put me in the game, I scored.
Score you know? Like a mug.
So, like, that considers my brother. So, and then I just didn't understand how I felt. And I'm not going to drag this shit, but I just don't understand. Like, there's this phrase they call it, like, nigga, who asked you? Nigga, who asked you? And it's like, it feels like, for the most part, in that situation, anybody that got a certain level of success, it's an issue with it. Now it's an issue, the issue is this, or this person, if he's got this, he sucked a dick. If he did this, he got fucked in the ass. If the backdooria, or whatever you call it. And this is what I don't understand. It's like all these motherfuckers see the problem is, but here's the thing. You was one of the first guys accepted by the industry. You was on Last Comic Standard. You was in Good Grades. You had agents, you had all of this shit. You had everything that motherfuckers wanted for some kind of way. I don't know what that relationship was. Now, the same thing that you was a part of, now it's, I ain't saying fuck or suck nobody, but you know what Hollywood is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know what games people play. You don't play them. Motherfuckers choose to play, they don't. Now all of a sudden it's fucked up. And anybody that has a amount of success to just put that down to like, oh, they had to do something. What about talent, nigga? Mm-hmm. That don't account for anything? Mm-hmm. You know, I just, not just him, but anybody. So why shit on a motherfucker? Mm-hmm. Motherfucker, get it. Okay, you can say something, well, maybe I need to change shit on what I'm doing, but then for that fan base, they're like, oh, what you doing? Man, all that dumb shit about you got to do this sort of thing, anything I've gotten in life, whatever, it's been for hard work. Mm-hmm. I've heard no's. Mm-hmm. I've been rejected. I know what no feels like. I know getting this close to a bag and they said we're going in a different direction. And even when I was going through my shit with it, even like we had an incident where I was at the Laugh Factory and I was leaving. The story he wants to tell is, or Donnell knew I was going on and niggas be afraid of. What? No, I'm just saying like, oh, he got a problem because he had a problem with me because I was going on after him, and he thought that, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that. In this business, motherfuckers will tell you, I'm a hard act to follow. I'm gonna do it. Do whatever the fuck you wanna do, I'm still gonna take it a notch. You giving people, no, nigga. I was prepared to get triggered, because it's the same shit. If you did this, you must suck dick. You bring your podcast shit to a platform, no, niggas ain't, and I got offended, and I did yell out at a show.
Yeah, I seen that.
I yelled out, and people, this is the bullshit. Motherfuckers say, well, you know, you're not supposed to yell out to a comic on stage. I'm supposed to give a fuck about a nigga don't got respect for nobody? Say whatever the fuck you want, you ain't supposed to yell out. I know I ain't supposed to yell out. I did.
Right.
Then you try to hit this whole, you mild. When he, on that video, I just gutted this room out. When he was like, well, he a bullshit comedian, guess what? He couldn't get nobody to ride with that. Wasn't nobody like, yeah, he is whack. He could, they was like, nah, nigga, this nigga just ate the stage up. And then there was something that was following me. Everywhere I went, people was talking about it. And I say, even when I talked about it on TMZ, I always give him his prop. I say, you know, if you like that type of humor, if you like the dark shit, it's not too many motherfuckers that you could see be right in the middle of walking the whole audience, say one joke, and then he got the audience back.
Yeah, that's one thing about him. He's a genius in his own mind, dog. I mean, I'm not in his own mind, but just he's a genius.
And it's on his, you're right.
But can't nobody, no, not like that. But no, can't nobody do what he do. That's what I mean. I'm in his own right. Dog, to be that,
no, I'm saying,
to be that offensive and to be that funny,
nigga,
is ridiculous.
Let me tell you something, son.
I mean,
do you know
me.
one of my brands thing I say, too soon.
Yeah.
A joke could be too soon, but it never can be too soon for a funny observation.
Right.
I could write them motherfucking jokes. I get it. Your man and everything. I could write that shit in my sleep.
Yeah.
But then, who do I want to listen to me?
But can you say it? That's the thing. Like, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I mean, everybody can say what they want to say, but I can't say what Corey say. I cannot, dog. And that's why I look at Corey as a genius.
David said that about me. He said, nigga, only you can say.
No, there's certain things that you can say that I can't say too, but
okay, with that said,
the shit he said.
But that ain't the only brand, that ain't the only kind.
I get that.
So don't shit on other motherfuckers.
No, I get that.
No, it's the phrase. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't fucking say nothing at all.
Right.
What do you get out of doing that? I don't give a fuck. What the fuck do you get out?
What was the beef?
It wasn't beef.
Well, so how did y'all get into it? I never understood that.
I just was triggered.
Because he said what? Or you said what?
No, he said, I was ready to go off.
Okay.
He said, like, in Hollywood, I was like, he said something about, if you've been in Hollywood, you must have sucked a dick. And I was just like, oh, I was like, I've been in 3 movies, I ain't sucked a dick. Then he was like, oh, Donnell. He said something, he said, oh, comedians be mad at me because I be telling the truth. Who asked you, nigga?
Okay.
Who the fuck asked you? And I just say, you can say, niggas always talk about, I'm gonna keep it real. Who the fuck asked you? Who the fuck asked your opinion about Martin Lawrence, nigga? You say certain shit about goats.
Yeah.
You say shit about niggas that's doing it, that ain't got time to even think about you. I'm gonna call it like it is. Dave Chappelle ain't got time to give a fuck about you standing in fucking D-Ray Monday night with 125 people in the back like this. He's smoking cigarettes for an hour and a half. He ain't funny. The nigga is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Guess what? He can go up there, and even when he's talking shit about that, if you see Dave Chappelle at D-Ray's Monday nights, it's because he want to let you know I'm accessible to niggas and I love my people.
Yes, sir.
I'm going up there to show some love and say, what's up, nigga?
Yes, sir.
Not for a nigga to be in the cut talking about he ain't that funny.
Yeah.
The fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
Who asked you, nigga?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
And I'm going to tell you something. I was just in D.C., Capital One Arena. Niggas can say what they want to say about me. I do know this. When I work with Dave and I'm Karina, ain't nobody on nobody dick up. I just know this. When these motherfuckers, this is why I know I'm part of that brand, fuck what anybody got to say. When they say you seen them on the wire, you get a couple claps. You so-and-so, you got so-and-so. But when they say you seen them as Ashley Larry and Dave Chappelle Show,
nuts.
25,000 people go ape shit.
Every night.
And I ain't thinking about the nigga, Corey, like that. But Dave did another, probably 6 or 7 special, for whatever you want, at the Capital One Arena, right? And I saw 20,000 people get up in their seats just to go look at the light where he coming out of.
Yeah.
And I'm like this, you know what? This would be a good time for Corey to watch a show. I ain't been nasty or nothing.
Yeah.
And this, especially, we live in a world where motherfuckers always want to, what's click? I know what click is. I hate talking about this because I don't have no position on it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because I consider him, I don't know what I consider him, but I respected him. I thought he was a funny guy. We have some mutual friends or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just, to me, it was silly.
Yeah.
And then even any platform, I always say, you know what, I shouldn't have yelled out or whatever, but it was frustration. You can take and spin this all you want.
Yeah.
When you start trying to put in the universe, Dion, we came through the same shit.
Right.
We did the crappiest, shittiest rooms, the toughest rooms. When you talk about, and I know it's bullshit, this nigga ain't funny, whatever, you can go through my history and ain't nobody gonna say that.
Nah, and let me tell you, I can't speak for Corey. I call him C. That's my man. I can't speak for C like that or whatever. But I'm telling you, man, one thing C ain't got like he just he speak his mind, dog,
Right.
and that's just it. You know, he an unfiltered dude. You know,
What I say is the phrase, who asked you?
Yeah, I know, but at the same token, don't nobody have to.
Yeah, but
there's some people like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
Certain people like that, they ain't gotta ask. He gonna just say it.
Right.
Whether it's right or wrong, that's just who he
And that's
is.
his-
you
and
know
that's-
what I mean?
and that's what-
and that's his thing, and that's why he got his show, and his show is successful and everything from him speaking his mind. So what's the difference between real life and his show? Like, he's just that person. You get what I mean? And I ain't sitting here discrediting anything that anybody else is feeling.
It goes to a certain point.
I just
where
say, like, that's
it
how
goes to a
C
certain
get down,
point.
you know?
It goes to a certain point. I understand controversy or everything. It goes, this could apply to anybody. It goes to motherfuckers start speaking in sound bites and triggering shit. Motherfuckers know what's gonna move the dial. Motherfuckers know going against the grain. Stephen A. Smith, you know what I'm saying? If everybody's saying yellow, he gonna say pink.
Yeah.
It's shit that you know, and that's gonna boost your algorithms and all that type of shit. But everybody don't subscribe to that shit.
Right.
And more power to him. He's got the fans that he have. You know what I'm saying? He do his thing, and he's good at it. The unfortunate thing about it was, like I say, I don't fuck with nobody. And when we went with our shit, first off, leave my fucking kid out of your fucking mouth. Leave my family out your mouth. We don't want to play those games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The worst thing you could say about me is, oh, he ugly, y'all. Fuck that. Then who's handsome to you, nigga? If you know ugly niggas, what pretty niggas you know? Who's pretty? Who's cute? Who can get it? I'm ugly. I can't get it. Who can get it? We want to know. My ass, she ugly ass, can't get it. Nigga trying to crack a joke. Look at him. Look at her. She look way better than him. Nigga, you think I want to get a bitch pregnant that look like me? I looked at the DNA. Nigga, I went back. What your mother look like? Let's go. I ain't pretty. I had to do comedy. I had to be funny. This face in the world, nigga. Stop it.
Oh, God.
And it's so fucked up. Cause I would go places and there be niggas like, yo, you know I'm a 51. I like to fuck with both y'all. It's on whatever it was. I can care less. I don't like to revisit because all it does is, you know, they chop it up like they use the words destroys, clap back. I don't give a fuck about that. And this the race I'm running, D. I just gonna keep doing my thing.
Yeah.
You can sit
That's
there,
what's
you can
up.
do that. I'm just gonna keep moving my thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave you.
Yo, and that's love, dude.
You know?
That's all you can do, my dude. Real quick, I want to go back to something real quick. A lot of people think that's Dave at the end of the Chappelle Show, a lot of people think
They
that
used to.
that's Dave going, I'm rich, bitch.
They used to.
But that's you.
It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people did until they started seeing it just go into a cycle. A lot of people thought there was
Yeah, that's you at the end of the
it's
show.
on the and that's what kind of made it pop. That's the reparations joint. And so funny that's almost didn't happen because we had a really limited budget on what we could do. It wasn't like Disney and them come through. They just blocked the whole 5 blocks and they switched. It was like we was on a hot street, a hot light. I was driving this truck. I ain't had no driver's license. I wasn't gonna tell nobody. You know, I had to hit this spot. I had to not run over the white chick, not run the light. I had to take the keys. You know a lot of shit before you get to say that. Had to take the key out so the thing wouldn't, the sound of the diesel engine truck would, and I had to deliver the line to her. And I kept on messing the line up. And Neil Brennan came up to, he said, yo, D.
Shout out to Neil Brennan.
Yeah, my guy. He said, we ain't got time to do this all day. He said, you gotta get it right or we could probably gonna scratch it. And out of frustration, I was like, I'm rich, bitch! And that frustration made it come out like that. And Dave loved it. He put it at the vanity card, whatever that thing you call it at the end.
Yeah.
And it just stays repeating.
So he just always loved that and he just used it.
Yeah, because that piece, I'm rich, bitch, it was part of, I think it was something he pulled from his Trick Whitey special he did years ago. Where he was something that he tricked the motherfuckers. But that's what it was, and I brought it to life.
That's crazy, dog. That's so big. Let me ask you this. Being with the GOAT, I always tell people Dave is probably the funniest comic ever existed, ever in life. Richard Pryor is the most inspirational, you know, but I think Dave is probably the greatest person ever that ever did stand up. I don't care what color it is, it's just him. His brilliantness, I've had the opportunity to tour with y'all, be on private planes with him, all that, and just look at the process or whatever. It's very intimidating because he's so genuine, he's so great, right? Have you ever felt in his shadow?
No.
Have you ever felt like I gotta get my own? Or
No, I've always felt that way, but I always said, so one of my things.
You felt like I want to get my own thing? Or?
I'll continue to do that. But one of the things I've said to myself, and I apply this to my life, you can't be part of somebody's dream so much you forget what your reality is. And I think there's reason it's easy for me to say this, as much as you think he's a GOAT, and he is, he's one of the greatest to do it. If you really had a conversation with Dave and you asked him like who's his favorite comedians, 1,000% I'm sure that I'd be in the top 3.
Absolutely, or you wouldn't be around.
So we have a ultimate respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? I know what he does. He does things that I can't do.
Yeah.
I do things that he can't do.
Right.
And I get this question a lot, and it's like, okay, he's the GOAT or whatever. And I ask myself, you would say, okay, what makes him great? Like, and I've said this on platforms before, like, you got some funny people, but everybody don't have a Muhammad Ali moment.
Yeah.
A Muhammad Ali moment is when I'm not going to war, I'm not going to Vietnam. These are my morals, these are my beliefs. Fuck you, fuck your money, everything.
Yeah.
You could be funny. We know motherfuckers that's just as funny as ha 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 as Dave, but where you're part of this era, when you said this and it meant this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter how funny we are, some of us will never have that moment, and that's what puts you in that level.
Yeah.
And people make the argument, well, like Corey was like, I don't think he's that funny. Nigga, guess what, man? Everybody ain't gonna be hard all the time.
Yeah.
But it might be something that you think about. He's on a different level now because people look for him like, I wanna laugh, but I wanna fucking think.
Yeah.
So it's a tough balance between sometimes you compromise some silliness or whatever to drill something home.
Yeah.
And that's what, it all depends on what style you like, whatever. But Dave even on the road, he said, man, I'll tell you, he said, when I'm on the road with you, he said, I feel it.
Yeah.
And one thing I respect about him, some people, you got asked that people just won't put on the show because they wanted to get the crowd at a certain place. But I bring heat on the stage and he stands up to it every night. He does his thing. And I started like that. I never want nobody to pad the shit. I think the only time, you only get certain times to have a defining moment.
Yeah.
When you get to come like, oh, what you gonna do now? I've always been like, man, the motherfuckers that go before me, I want them to eat. I remember one time, me, Joe Claire, we used to roll. Me, Joe Claire, Red Graham, Mike F. Dominique. I remember one time, Joe Claire, and I used to play cleanup, and Joe Claire said to me one time, he said, "My nigga, I ain't gonna leave you nothing." I was like, "Cause I'm gonna take everything else." That's it. That's the only way you get stronger.
That's what's up. Shout
And
out
they don't
to
come.
Joe.
And the thing about it is like, at some point, when you block all the noise out, dude, the only person you competing with is yourself.
Facts.
When you performing, you could just feel you ain't thinking about nobody before you or after you.
Yeah.
Even when the other day when you invited me up there, you know I got a certain energy.
Yeah.
You wasn't like, I want to leave the stage like this. You were like, let my nigga come up here
Man.
and we create some other shit.
Yeah,
Everybody don't
yeah.
have that.
You see how I do. I always let you come through, get down, let you, man, I give you your space, let you do your thing, because I respect you. And I
No, you don't, nigga, because you wouldn't let me
I
in the dressing
respect
room.
you,
What
dog.
about the green room?
No, I'm just saying.
What about the green room?
No, that wasn't me, dog.
It was
That was security.
I'm
That was
sorry.
security.
You wasn't
dog.
you, it was your employees.
I knew you was gonna bring this shit up,
You knew
dog.
it, nigga. Nigga put his whole hand in my chest. I'm sorry.
I told you I've been having some issues.
Nah, I get it. And guess what though? I didn't do nothing. I could have been.
We locked that shit down after
you
that
locked it down.
incident that happened.
And you know what I'm gonna tell you? This how when that happened, you know what I said? Okay, fuck that nigga. And Idris. Nah, I respect your space and I get it. I just want to say.
No, it's all love. Who you like out here? Comics.
I don't know.
Any new comics you like? Yeah, everybody. All right.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
okay.
know what I like.
How you feel about these newer comics, though?
I mean, it's like, you know, I hope that they don't dilute the craft of being a storyteller, being a good comic. I hope they don't get taken away from what a setup is, it's callback and everything. But it's hard for these guys today. I don't knock anybody, but it's hard for them to get a skill set because they making money so fast. They don't have to be good to make money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It used to be you want some pussy, you want some money, you had to be good. Now you don't got to do that. You can just get money and then you get your pussy whatever you want. But I don't have a dog in a fight or whatever you want to say about that. I wish them. I'm not a person like, the crowd work. If you can get yourself on, if you create your own opportunities, just do it.
Yeah.
And just have some respect for the art of it, and it's always going to evolve. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
When we started, you know, nobody respected crowd work. It was like, I got 45 minutes. Yeah, but you did 30 minutes worth of crowd work.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's respected, and it'll turn back over. But that's just where we are right now.
Yeah. I think that I had this conversation all the time, damn near on every show. But I'm not against crowd work. I just want balance.
Right.
A good balance of
then
written material and that not.
And then it comes to the point now where it's like, even the crowd work is scripted. You know, like how long y'all been married, all that type of shit. I like to.
Crowd work is scripted now.
Yeah, it's like, I know this is going to lead them to.
They're doing the same.
Now, if something happens,
they doing the same bait and switch to everybody.
If something happens in a moment, you know, I can appreciate that. But a lot of it just is set up.
Yeah. Who's your top 5 comics of all time, dead or alive?
God damn, man, that's a crazy question. Dylan.
Are you so stupid, dog? What?
Because I'm going to forget somebody, son. Dylan. Yep.
Golly, all right, man. What's your favorite music era?
It would probably be 80s. 80s. I like the white side or the black side. I remember Duran, George Michael, all that type of shit.
Tears for Fears.
These are the things that I'm talking to me. Come on.
All of that, yeah.
That was a good time.
3 of your top movies.
5 Heartbeats.
Boom.
And what other fucking movie? And Goodfellas.
One more.
Bronx Tale.
Nice.
That's something about, I like the stories in that.
Yeah.
And I had a chance to interview Charles Palminteri, if I'm pronouncing his name right. He wrote Bronx Tale.
Oh, okay.
And I had a good conversation with him. He's a
really?
yeah. we did a swap off. We was getting produced by like some of the same people, and I did his podcast and he did my podcast.
That's dope.
It was so funny because he came up, you feel like he about to whack you or something, right? He came up to me, he was like, all right, give me a couple of jokes to set you up because my audience, they're not gonna know who you are, right? And I said, don't disrespect me. But he was like, no offense, they're not gonna, like my son and him. I said, how's your son? He said, he's 24, 25, right? I was like, okay. I said, I bet you $500, right? I said, call your son in here, right? And we just see what the reaction is, right? And then he called his son and he was like, hey, come in here. This guy thinks that you know him or whatever, right? His son walked in, his son was like this. Oh, shit! Can I get a picture, Dad? And then I went up to him, I said, could you take this picture for us? It was cool. It was nice.
Dope as hell.
Nice. You know what's so interesting about where we are, just like, so many people I look at the side of like music and film. Mm-hmm. This is why that show was the Chappelle Show was so powerful. It's guys that are fans of mine, that I was fans of them. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, oh shit, that's Scarface. Yeah. Oh shit, that's T.I., these people. And then I come to find out that these people have the same amount of respect that I have for them. So it's dope. Yeah.
It's a good feeling to have that happen too. Definitely see people you came up on or whatever and have that love. That's dope. Give me 3 things that annoy you.
3 things that annoy me. Damn, I don't know if I get 3 things that annoy me.
Yeah.
My baby mother. The mother of my child. And the woman I got pregnant. What more do you want from me?
You stupid as hell. 3 things that bring you joy.
My son.
Nice.
I'm gonna give him peace. Mm-hmm. And the top other 2, peace and my son.
Nice.
I know I'm breaking the rules, whatever, but
no, it's all good. It's all love. No. Brown liquor or clear liquor?
I've made a change. It's more clear, but sometimes I want to be on TMZ, so then that's when I would go. I'd go to brown when it comes to. I'm getting on TMZ off the brown, son. Yeah, fuck is y'all talking about? Google it. It was brown. Him and them bad TMZs, it was brown. Yep.
That brown liquor do it for, won't it? What you talking about, Hennessy?
Yeah,
or whiskey?
Hennessy, tequila's fucking not a friend of mine. Tennessee took me tequila night. Somebody said, what you about to do? That's what tequila is. So what you about to do?
That's funny as hell.
Tequila's like, I mean, you ain't say nothing.
You ain't say nothing at the time.
Oh, I thought you said whiskey with secrets. Tequila.
Oh shit! If you could do anything different, would you? Do you have any regrets or anything?
No, I think.
Would you do anything different?
If I do anything different, it was a part of my career, like early on, when I was just mad. Like when we was talking about the thing about stealing jokes and people.
Yeah.
I was just getting frustrated, and I was just keeping it too real. Mm-hmm. Too real is like, in fact, Chappelle Show, keeping it real goes wrong. That came from my mind.
Really?
Yeah, so I understand that. I may regret sometimes like keeping it too real, because usually the motherfucker, you're a product of that example. I mean, you're an example of that. You know, like when you was like the realest.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't as successful as you are.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yep.
Are you like an emotional dude?
No. No.
Okay.
No, I'm not emotional.
what has been the most...
I'm sorry.
You good? What has been the most rewarding part of what you do? You stupid.
My son.
Your son.
My son appreciating what I do and him like just respect what I do.
He changed your life, didn't he?
Yes.
How old is he now?
10.
That's crazy. 10. I remember when he was born. Dang. That's crazy. That's great, though. That's so stupid.
He's in his feelings.
Just emotional.
Why you talking? And I said nice things about you, too. No, fuck that shit. I said I'm so happy for you and proud of you, you remember? Fuck all that shit. I said you were the right nigga right there. You gonna try to catch jokes on me. I remember you in the studio and shit, you used to be a vegan. You still vegan in it? Most part the fuck is down, you gonna be a half-ass vegan. It's me, no me.
A megan.
You shows me fucking with me.
Boy, you silly. 5 to 10 years from now, what you see yourself doing? Or what you want to do?
Live.
Career
5 to 10 years. I don't know if it's I do want to do more producing. I want to do more creative stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know, all the shit I get, I don't have the endorsements. But I want to be a person that you come to and say, we want you to create a show. We want you to be part of it, not just a person in front of the camera. Like Method Man said some years ago, I'm tired of being a chump in the front. I want to be the Mac in the back.
Nice.
So I want to be. I want to get more into that.
That's good. And that's where it's a good place to be too, definitely. Last question. How do you want to be remembered?
Fuck out of here, man. I don't want to be the fuck out of here. Yo, can somebody put the gate key? Can they let me out?
It's your last
I'm tired. How the fuck you want to think I want? I just answered, nigga. I want to get out of here. That's how I want to be remembered. The nigga left. That's how the fuck I want to remember it. I'm out of here, man.
Just motherfucker. Goddamn Donnell Rawlings.
Get this mic, man.
Just take the fucking mic off, Donnell. This motherfucker. Look, the greatest, one of the greatest that ever did it, the silliest, definitely the silliest that ever did it. Donnell Rawlings, one of the greatest ever. Give it up for Donnell Rawlings, everybody. Silly ass dude, dog. This dude here is nuts. Are you good?
I'm good.
Tune in next time when we come back to Funny Knowing You. I'm your host, Dion Cole. Follow us on all platforms, all right? On YouTube, Instagram, everything, all right? Thank you for tuning in to this episode right here. And give it up one more time and follow the great Donnell Rawlings, all right? One of the greatest people that you ever gonna see, all right? I'm Dion Cole, your host. This silly ass dude. All right, goodbye, everybody. Bye.